we had May cleanup, that was going to be the next item, then Mr. Rowe, and then Bills. So, Mr. Iaquinto, would you like to talk about May cleanup?
Yes, I did ask the clerk to please add this so that we, to me it's appropriate timing, especially if we're going to do it in May. I have spoken with Kurt Weiland, our zoning administrator, and because we have several incidences within the community that we really are having some ordinance issues, and when you drive through the community, there's a number of properties that really need to be cleaned up. And if we offer May cleanup, what he came up with was going ahead, and he would call it a April clean sweep, where he would go around, kind of like, you know, with Doug addressed that the problem we have with our ordinances are that we're not doing it by complaint driven instead of section by section. So what he would do is he would go around to the issues that he sees present within the community, let them know that, hey, you have this issue, needs to be cleaned up because it is a violation of certain ordinances within the township. The township is going to have a May cleanup, gives you an ample opportunity to go ahead and do that, take your waste there. It's a more, yes, you still have to pay for it, but it's still more economical, and it's a close location, more so than like Len's Rubbish or any one of those other transfer facilities around, and it gives our community a chance to get cleaned up, because then afterward he can go straight through, and if they don't partake in this opportunity, then start writing ordinance violations. Because again, there's many areas in our community that are starting to look negative and have a negative impact when people are driving through. Here's a nice easy way for us to offer a May cleanup, do a clean sweep in April by our ordinance enforcement agency within our community, and give them a nice letter to say, hey, look, here's a nice way to address this. So I really wanted to get it on our agenda now, because if we start discussing this in April, it's a little bit too late. So I just want to have support from the board to have a May cleanup, and to really try and look at the attitude of cleaning up our community this way. It's a positive, nice way, instead of, you know, giving them a negative letter and then threatening them.
I support doing this, and then we'll just have us pick a date and come forward at our next meeting with the date. What do you think? Does that satisfy what you're looking for?
The point is, we have to make a decision tonight, so we can go up to bids.
Yeah, it's got to go out for bid, and we have to have postings, et cetera. Is that
Do we
correct?
have to have the date though today in order to put it up for bids? I mean, can we?
Yeah, because we gotta make sure they're available.
This is our normal
The
one.
county's doing
Cindy-
cleanup on the 14th.
Yes, it would be our normal May
This is the
cleanup.
normal one that Cindy used, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
I think that's,
And that's why, again, I wanted to get it on today's agenda.
The county's doing one on the 14th, do we want to do it the same day?
It's on Monday.
That's day before Mother's Day, isn't it?
And
Well, last time it seemed to be a problem for a lot of people. They couldn't come because it was the day before Mother's Day.
did you tell us that?
The two board members wouldn't come because it was the day before Mother's Day.
I
Yeah,
can't,
the workers, I think,
nobody else
people.
Let me ask, isn't that what's the day that Meet on Main is going to happen on?
That's on the 14th of May, meet on May.
Okay.
And
So that
the
makes sense.
school's having Trunkapalooza, I believe, on the 21st of
That is
May.
correct. That is
That's a
correct.
Saturday, so we don't want to interfere with that either.
So what if we looked at especially having it the day before, or the weekend before, because that way the Kiwanis Club could even do something where Kiwanis Club can go down Main
May
Street.
7th?
Yeah, I mean, that would be my recommendation.
Just be afraid it's cold, that's how I was wondering about first weekend in June.
It will not be cold in May, no, it won't.
It
will not.
I love your optimism. I do, I love your optimism, it's great.
The 14th.
Oh, we want it clean.
Or we'd like, it'd be
Yeah, I
nice to
got
have
you.
it cleaned
I
up
got
the
you.
week before.
Yeah, right, yeah, I got you.
So I would recommend May 7th, because that's a week prior to Meet on Main, giving, you know, everybody an opportunity to go ahead and, you know, dispose their waste there.
That's a good idea.
are you making
Are we gonna do it
I'll
just
make-
one week?
Yeah, I would say one Saturday. I'd make the motion to have May cleanup on May 7th of 2011.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Iaquinto, supported by Mr. Stan Leachuk. Is there any discussion on this? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion is
Do you want to
carried.
have it at the same time as we always have? same hour.
But usually we only go to what, noon? I mean,
Yeah,
if
because
you-
they have to get out of there by noon.
Is anybody ever there at 8 in the morning when we start?
I was.
Yeah,
People reading, okay.
there are people that
That's fine.
pull in.
Or has been.
I mean, I'd like to take a look at it a little bit longer, possibly till 1.
They have to be out of there so they get to the dump.
Well, that's, there's other groups though. I mean, we tell them, this is the hours, we want you there till 1. They'll conform, they'll give us a price to do that. I'm just thinking.
Well, they'll leave a truck there, they always leave a truck there and then we can fill,
Okay.
throw in there. You want to go 8 to 1?
Yeah, I would say 8 to 1. Thank you.
Okay, the next item is, this meeting, we had a resignation from one of my board members.
Can I ask when this came in? We didn't have it in
Today?
our board packet.
Obviously, it would have been in the board packet. Already. It was delivered to me, so you should all hold it out.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you remember.
No, this isn't. So I'm gonna read this, you would like it read into the minutes. To the citizens of Northfield Township and Northfield Township Board of Trustees, it is with deep regret that I must submit my resignation from the position of Northfield Township Trustee effective March 22nd, 2011. I have accepted a full-time employment opportunity which will not allow me to fulfill the requirements of my elected position as trustee. I had hoped that I could work out my schedule so that I could continue to serve, but unfortunately that is not the case. I want to sincerely thank all of the citizens of Northfield Township for allowing me the opportunity to serve on the Township Board and putting your trust in me to represent you, the residents of Northfield Township. I would also like to thank all of the Northfield Township Board members for their support and assistance since my election and wish them the very best in the future with the tough decisions that I know lay ahead. Sincerely, Daniel J. Rowe.
Oh, it's with deep regret that we received this today.
So, I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Daniel J. Rowe with deep regret, as effective March 22nd, 2011.
Support.
A motion by Ms. Manning, support by Ms. Wilson. Is there any discussion? Okay, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion is carried.
All right, now I would like to make a motion to appoint Mike Magda, who lives at 1045 St. Andrews Court, to the vacated seat on the Northfield Township Board of Trustees that was formerly held by Dan Rowe.
Support.
Has, Mike Magnus expressed interest in this?
Yes.
Have we advertised this to anybody and let people know that the applications are open and if there is a position?
That's not required, so no.
I didn't ask if it was required, I asked if we did, I asked if it was required. What?
No.
You just
I
got
just
this
got the
today,
resignation.
correct? Okay. So you got the resignation
Okay, look.
today, okay.
He
right.
dated the 22nd, I stamped it the 22nd, today's the 22nd.
Exactly, so
Well, I
we
know I
just
said-
received that today.
Four people have asked me.
So we have not been able to let people, anyone in the community know that this is available? I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. Okay. Is there any other discussion? Mr. Iaquinto?
I'd like to ask Mr. Magny, you would,
To the podium.
please. I mean, your name is mentioned here, it's appropriate. This is something that you have interest in?
Yes, I have interest in it. I think I'd fill the vacancy very well for the next year and a half.
I'm just, a question if I could, please. We all just found out, I think most of these board members just found out this now. Well, obviously not all. Ms. Manning just got that letter today. How did you happen to know, to be here or to know that this was going to be a vacant position?
I do usually watch you on TV,
Um,
so, I know Dan.
Okay. So obviously you must have contacted you, doesn't know he was vacated.
I knew he was leaving.
And you've got Felicity as a support on the board.
I've talked to some of the members, yes. other questions?
Any other comments? Okay.
I'd like to have a roll call vote.
Second, that's fine.
Well, we did it when we were in work, so.
I mean,
It's not
I
necessary.
think at first, I think a board member, whoever makes the motion can ask for a roll call vote.
Anything. Wilson,
Yes.
Quinto,
Yes.
Stanleycho,
Yes.
Dockett,
Yes.
Manning, yes, Zerkowitz.
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, the next item are bills. Mr. Dockett, that's you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what I did with that. Okay. Just, give me just a second.
Yeah, you had it sitting up here all the time.
I know, it's on my-
No, you didn't.
So he's got it highlighted, but I was looking at it, so I would be ready to answer him.
No, I got
Here it
my
is.
own.
Okay, I'd like to ask two questions on the top here. Number one, MTA ad assessor job, $48.80. And just below it is a Kent Communication assessor job, $248. What's that?
The MTA one is a cost of an ad to, because our assessor is leaving, yes.
Must have been quite
I don't know if that told me last week, so I started placing all the ads last week.
So we're paying the bill on it, and already sent them.
They emailed it to me. They emailed it to me, so it's processing for a meeting, whatever bills I have. The other one, I think, is for the printing of her,
We have to print those notices that say this is not a bill, it's the person's updated
the
assessment.
assessment.
The assessment.
All right, so is it a secret that she put?
No, I received that on Monday, we've been in border review, and we've had border review sessions from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, and I haven't even looked in my mailbox. I know it exists in there, haven't had 1 minute to
So she
make
wrote,
copies of it.
this was last Monday?
Yes,
What, her letter?
yes,
I need to have her letter.
yes.
Seems funny that board members wouldn't know about it. It seems like that would be important to me. Thank you.
That was all?
I make a
That is
motion,
all.
I make a motion to accept the bills as presented.
Support.
Is there any discussion? There's a motion by Ms. Zerkowitz, supported by Mr. Iaquinto. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion is carried. Okay. Is there any other item? I move that we leave delinquent personal property taxes for another meeting. Go to the second call of the public.
I'd like to recognize our county commissioner, Dan Smith. He just walked in.
Hello, Dan.
Good evening, trustees. Good evening, planning commissioners.
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming here also. I know that probably it's a bit of an inconvenience to have to come this much further, but I hope you had an opportunity. If you haven't yet, you're more than welcome to come back at any time to see how you can do some planning and, as Doug so eloquently and put the presentation together, a placemaking, because we consider this particular development to be an example of placemaking. Thank you.
Anybody else in this comment? Oh, we'll go around tables and board members. I'm just public first. No other members of the public wish to speak, so I'd really like to start with the planning commission first. Mr. Mailing,
Tell her to start
First of all,
I'd like to thank Mr. LaFave for having us. I had